Oh, okay, there we go. All right, I'm Alexis. If you guys are just joining, I'm Alexis. Again, I'm a flight attendant for United Airlines. I'm a confidence coach and a blogger. So I started out in the travel blogging industry. Well, I knew I had this idea that I wanted to serve women, I wanted to encourage women, and I had this idea that I wanted to like do some like wellness self-care retreats in Antigua. My mother's from Antigua, so I have like family still living there, and I just thought that I would be able to blend my passion for service and the beautiful island of Antigua to bring these women like just an amazing experience, right? But then I was like, okay, well, I don't have the following, I don't have this, I don't have that. I was telling myself all the things I didn't have. Well, since I'm a flight attendant, I often got, the suggestion to become a travel blogger. And at first I was just like, oh, I don't know, because my job is one thing and I don't really want to blog my job. And, I just wanted to focus on the healing aspect of travel. And that's why I started to travel. And that's why I got the job as a flight attendant. But then I ended up doing it anyway. I felt like it would be a great experience or a great segue into the purpose that I had for the retreats. In that process, I realized I had a gut check and realized how insecure I was. I wasn't very confident. I didn't believe in my ability to do anything. I was constantly comparing myself to other people, other bloggers who had been doing it for literally decades. Isn't that crazy? But we all do it, right? So again, I'm Alexis, A Black if you fancy. That's my Instagram on, that's my name on Instagram and also my website. So today's objective, again, you will learn how to develop and maintain a healthy relationship with social media that promotes the confidence you need to achieve your goals. So this is going to be interactive, all right? So get your little chat out, the little chat thing. Give me a hands up emoji or a guilty if you ever planned on getting on social media for just a quick minute and then end up down a rabbit hole of other things. All right, give me a little thumbs up in the chat if that's you. Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to put that right there. How do I get rid of it? Lord, me and tech aren't best friends. All right. Give me a guilty in the chat if this leads you to feeling like anxious and you're like, oh my gosh, all this time has passed, et cetera, et cetera. Give me a guilty or hands up. Give me a guilty if your scrolling ever leads you to feeling jealous, anxious, resentful of the family and friends that you follow on Instagram. And I'm sorry, my computer's been through a lot today. Like, it's like, please give me a break. So the fan that you're hearing, hopefully she gonna cool down. Give me a guilty if you feel like whenever you're ready, if you're creative or a business owner or blogger or anything, if you ever feel like you're not ready to post something because you saw of what everyone else was doing. Like, oh, it's not ready, I can't post it. So give me a guilty. All right, give me a guilty or a hands up if you've ever changed your messaging or what you thought you wanted to post after seeing other people. So that kind of goes with the last one. And then give me a guilty if you've ever bought anything because an influencer or a celebrity or whoever told you that you should buy it because it's really cool and it's the best thing in the world. Guilty, me. And give me a guilty or a hands up if you've ever dismissed your goals, altogether, and then you go back to scrolling or you jump on Netflix or Hulu or whatever just to not think about it. Anybody? All right, y'all. So in my Color Me Confident book, which you'll get at the end of this webinar for free, Netflix and Hulu is cool. We can learn from it. We can enjoy the artistry of the acting and the storyline and all that. But if it's your go-to when you have a whole to-do list nagging in the back of your mind, it's probably escapism. So in order to get where you need to go, we can't escape what's going on around us, right? We just have to deal with it head on. And I believe that after this webinar, you're going to have the courage and the confidence to do just that. All right, the little stats for you. Did you know 60% of people using social media reported that it has impacted their self-esteem in a negative way? 60%. That's more than half of us. So on the bright side, you're not alone, but also on the other side, this number is way too high and it shouldn't be a factor at all, right? But we live in a consumer society. So 50% also reported that social media having a negative effect on their relationships. So how many of y'all out there ever, your friends be posting their relationship one day, the next day is hashtag team single? I'm not laughing, I'm sorry. I mean, I did laugh, but I just think it's crazy because social media is literally dictating, dictating, what you do for yourself and how you live your life, right? Alrighty. And then 80% reported that it is easier to be deceived by others through sharing on social media. 80%. Like when I read this, I was like, that is mind blowing. How is 80% of us able to, how is 80% of us able to be deceived by other people? I mean, there's a lot of stuff out there, and it's like so important to be able to discern what's for you and what isn't for you. And I'm gonna help you out with that. Ayanna Van Zandt, we know we love her. She the bomb. She be fixing people's life. She gonna come and fix our mindset real quick, okay? She says that we have 3 major fears: fear of nature, fear of the unknown, and fear of each other. Now, when it comes to social media, this is the fear of each other, right? I'm gonna help you with this fear of one another and kind of compartmentalize how you view social media and how you use it, all right? There's no need to fear when God has a specific calling for your life, okay? There's literally nothing to fear. When you are focused on the journey of where God is leading you and not focused on what everybody else is doing, you'll be able to master your craft so much better and so much faster, all right? Social media can be used as a great tool when handled properly, and the digital age of constant consuming and the fast-paced lives we live doesn't always leave room for this proper handling. Can I get an amen? So social media, what I believe social media, the 3 main ways that you should use it is relaying information. So 1, relaying information. Social media has been an amazing platform for bringing awareness to things that are going on in the world, right? So we're able to have revolutions and create change, justice for George Floyd, and, Tamir Rice, and, just there's just so much going on that we're able to use this platform as a way to relay information across the world in like an instant, right? So that's great. Sharing with others. So for bloggers, creatives, this is a great way, or even family members, this is a great way to share your products and your experiences with others. For those who want to travel, for example, travel bloggers, and try something new, we can see others do it, or they can see us do it, which gives them the courage and permission to try new things themselves. You are a hero to someone else who craves the experience you have. Not everyone lives by the beach or the mountain or etc. So keep in mind your blessings and the things that other people might wish that you have, right? So just take a moment to, be a little grateful for where you are, what you have. All right, just making sure, sorry. I always move this right in the middle of the way. I just want to make sure. Oops. Okay, there we go. All right, y'all. And then 3, building brand awareness. Social media is a reflection of how you're serving your community, how you're giving back to others, not just a get rich quick scheme. So focusing on service to others. When you're posting, when you're creating your content, focus on how you can serve other people, and not about how you can get popular, how you can get, you know, this person to do this or get that. And my girl Vivian is an amazing brand coach. She right here. Drop your website and your Instagram in the chat. Vivian, she is here. Thank you so much for your support. If you're looking for gaining clarity in your brand, in your purpose, or finding your story, Vivian is where it's at. She's an amazing coach. We don't make focus. We don't make progress because we don't know what progress looks like. And half the time we don't know where we're going. So, activity break, grab your pen, grab your paper. And I want you guys to take a moment. So take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Relax your shoulders, letting out any tension, anything that's going on outside of this webinar. And I really want you guys to write down what the confident you 2.0 version of yourself looks like. I have all of my clients do this in the beginning, because like, if you don't know where you're starting, then how will you know where you want to go? So take a moment right now, get your pen out, get your paper, and I want you guys to jot down. I'm gonna jot down here. I mean, I'm not jotting anything down. I'm gonna take it off of screen share and give you guys a moment to journal. So what does that confident you look like? What does that version of yourself look like? How does she feel? How does she look? What is she wearing? What is she able to do for herself and others? I want you guys to write that down. I want you guys to write that down. And then when you're done, go ahead and give me a thumbs up in the chat. I want you guys to spend a good like 5-ish minutes. I'm gonna go ahead and throw some music on. I really want you guys to take some time to think about who it is that you're trying to become. Who is that you 2.0? What does she look like? What does she want? Happiness. Does she want fulfillment? But what does fulfillment look like? Oh, she's saying she know we ain't about that life. We about that life up in here. All right. So right now, if you're just joining, we are taking a moment to write down what our confident self looks like. What does she look like? What does she feel like? What are her goals in life? The idea is, if we don't know where we want to go, how will we get there? We don't know where we want to go, how will we get there? So I'll give you guys like a few more minutes and we'll get right back into it. Cool, we got 1 thumbs up. Gonna wait for a few more thumbs up. Again, we're writing down, what does that confident version of ourselves look like? For me, I'm just gonna share. So for me, that confident version of myself isn't threatened by the accomplishment of my friends. That's a huge one for me. Like being able to be authentically happy, being a supportive friend, and still able to stand boldly in what I'm doing for my community and the way I want to show up and serve in the world as well. I'm not 100% sure what she looks like in terms of clothing might be concerned, because I actually enjoy being a minimalist when it comes to that, but that is just what resonates with me. So maybe for others, you may love a certain type of clothing and a certain type of style because that's your personality. But just making sure that it's rooted in more so of a creative aspect or something that you really desire and not out of the pressure of what you think you should be. All right, 30 more seconds and I'm gonna go ahead and continue with the presentation. That music was cute. All right. Let's get into it. All right, so we just came back from our activity break. Again, if you need more time, continue to do this once you get off the webinar. This is a really great exercise. I try to do this at least once a month where I'm like focusing, I'm writing down what my goals are. Like, what do I want to be like for my personal life? How do I want to show up in my career? How do I want to show up as a friend? How do I want to show up as a daughter? How do I want to show up as a coach? So just taking inventory and writing down our intentions will give us a great starting point. All right. So in the first step of developing and maintaining a healthy relationship with social media, what does it mean to develop? Develop means to construct or build to improve existing resources, or in this case, your confidence, right? So tip 1 to developing this relationship, and I put it in all caps for a reason because it is so essential. Unfollow any account that does not align with the person you wrote down as the confident you. If it's different from that, get rid of it. I don't care who it is. If it's your grandma, your auntie, your sister friend from elementary school, I don't care who it is. We're talking about your future here. We're talking about being able to be the best version of yourselves. And we can't, like, there's a quote that says, what got you here won't get you there. So we have to be willing to be open to make some uncomfortable changes, okay? So unfollow any of those accounts. If they invoke jealousy, if they make you feel sad, if they make you feel anxious, if they make you feel resentful, unfollow those pages. So we're gonna go, this is a detox, okay? Detox, get rid of unfollow spree, boom. Tip 2, follow, so we're gonna replace those accounts with pages that do promote the person you want to become. So the easiest way to find these new accounts, if you don't have them already, is to just use the search bar. If we're talking about Instagram, and I think even Twitter and stuff, anything, that whole search bar with the hashtags, that's what hashtags are for. Hashtags aren't just like, hashtag. Hashtags are so that we can use the platform as like a Google engine, like as Pinterest. That's how we find information that we need. So jump in the hashtags, hashtag search confidence or fitness journey or whatever you want to, that makes you feel like it can help you get to that confident version. Follow those pages and make sure that you're vetting them. Does this page make me feel jealous? Does this page make me feel sad, anxious? Does it make me feel like I'm not enough, right? Don't follow them if they make you feel like that. Find pages that make you feel warm and welcome and make you help you embrace the journey that you're going on to become this confident you. And then 3, don't engage with the Explore page that doesn't promote this confident you, and actually flag them as inappropriate. If it sparks envy or jealousy, unfollow, do not engage. So that explore page, so while you're detoxing, it's going to still probably give you pages that you were liking before or that you were following before. Don't engage with them. Let them start to clear off. And anytime you see something that you don't want to see, flag it. I'm not trying to, get people's pages taken down, but I'm just saying, like, we're talking about your future year. We're talking about you being confident. And this is an urgent topic. We can't wait for your confidence to grow. We have to show up confidently now, because there are people out there that are waiting for your voice and your service. Okay. So we're looking at self. We're not worrying about the other part. Flag those pages and keep it moving. All right. Consistency is the key to creating lasting change. So now I'm going to teach you how to maintain this healthy relationship with social media. So once we've detoxed, once we've curated our content to one that promotes the person that we're trying to become, boom, maintain. Maintain means to cause, to enable, or continue. Got it? So now that we've curated our feed, all that good stuff, we have to maintain it. 5 ways to maintain your social media. The healthy relationship with social media. 1 is detox at least once a week for 24 hours or once a month for a weekend. So what I like to do is I like to take at least once a week. I'm not getting on for a full day. Of course, sometimes it's kind of difficult if you're a business owner or you have something that you're leading up to that you really want to relay the message to the community. There will be tools that I'm going to share with you that can help you with that. Okay. So detox at least once a week. Take this time to completely detach from social media. I say a whole weekend, at least in a month, but if one day, depending on your job or your goals, at least once a week to just detach for 24 hours. 2, create before you consume. This limits the pressure of looking and comparing yourself and your creativity to others, and allows God to guide you through the process. So before you start to scroll, before you're doing all that, make sure that you are centering in and you're checking in with yourself and you're asking yourself, okay, what is it that God is putting on my heart that the world needs to know, right? So that's goes in the category of like being intentional about what you create and being intentional about what you consume. 3, refrain from social media for the first hour upon waking up and at least the last hour before going to bed. This one right here, y'all, like this one right here. And I know it's going to be so difficult for some of us, but when I started to get the hang of that, of like without the first hour of having my phone, I felt so more relaxed throughout my day. Like, I was like, wow, I'm getting a lot more done than I usually do. And I'm actually feeling more confident about it. I'm actually feeling like I can achieve more things. Because did you know that the first 40 minutes to an hour of you waking up, that you're in the theta mindset, your mind is in theta. So that is your programming phase. That's where you're taking in, and that's your most creative time or space of your mind, right? So ask yourself, what is it that I want to program in my mind? Do I want to program the drama and the stuff that I see on social media, or do I want to program like stillness, peace, and like learning new things? So within the first hour, and I go into this with my clients in my group coaching, is creating a morning routine that creates this confident space, or like basically you're getting grounded for your day, right? And I feel like I'm able to have more control of my emotions, more control over what I accomplish. I'm accomplishing a lot more in less time because I'm being intentional about it. So number 4, that was number 4, creating a morning routine. Create the morning after the morning routine. I'm not sure what I meant there. I meant create. That's not right, but I'm saying create in the morning. That's what I meant to say. Create in the morning when your mind is fresh and clear. So in that morning routine is the best time to go ahead and batch create, which is number 5. Batch create your content, especially for creatives, bloggers, anyone who is looking to post on social media on a regular. Pick a day to research your topics and your hashtags and gather information for you to batch create, and then pick another day where you create your content and leave room, as Vivian says, leave room for inspiration. Depending on what happens in your life and what you may learn, you may need to change it up. But at least it takes away the pressure of what my coach Glow says, the oh shit posting. So you're like, oh my God, I haven't posted today. So like, let me go do something real quick. No, this creates that anxiety. This creates the comparison, because then you didn't even put out your best work. You just threw something up there, and now you have the feelings of, if you're like me, now you got the feelings of like, oh wow, like I couldn't even post something so simple. Like, they post easily every day and their posts look great every day. That's because they take the time to do them, right? They take the time to create them. They batch create. They use different tools to help them organize their postings. So, tools to help you maintain and create this flow. Content Cal. Content Cal is such a great tool. They have a free membership program, but then they also have an upgraded one. Again, guys, I forgot to tell you, please screenshot, and share on social media that you're in this webinar, because I really appreciate you. All right, tools to help you. Again, Content Cal, the bomb. There's so many different, and it's easy to use. So you can like drag and drop anytime you have an idea, you can basically pull it up on your phone and write down the idea, and boom, put it in there as a caption and come to it later, so that when you're ready to batch create, when you sit down and batch create, you already got all these ideas waiting for you, and now you just piece them together and boom, you've got your content. Hootsuite, similar, and you can schedule your posts. Oh, Content Cal, you can also schedule your posts. You can't update it on your phone. Like, it's a desktop feature to be able to curate and update on your phone. But once you approve it for Content Cal, then you can post it from your phone, from the app on your phone. Hootsuite, similar, post on your phone. Sprout, similar. Tailwind gives you which days and times that you can post, or what's the best for you to post, like the best times for you to post for engagement, if you're looking to grow your platform, to bring more awareness to your brand or your business. And then Toggle's great for organizing your activities and staying, consistent with like breaking up your activities. Another thing that my coach Glow says is to take time, about an hour, about 55 minutes, 40 to 55 minutes. And I think this is Brendan Burchard. Don't try to sit somewhere for 5 hours batch creating. Spend an hour on it, take a break, stretch it out, do some yoga, go eat a snack, and then boom, come back 20 minutes later, 40 minutes later, and go for another hour. But make sure that you're structuring your time to post and engage. If you're growing your social media platform, if you're looking to engage, make sure you're structuring your day of when you're going to do that, so that you can accomplish the things you want to accomplish each and every day. Again, key is to create before you consume. Make sure that you go on and you engage with your followers if you're looking to grow your platform, but make sure you post your stuff first before you start scrolling and taking in everybody else's stuff, right? We want to cultivate that creativity, not diminish it and squash it. And we are human beings, so naturally we do have that competitiveness in us, but we just want to like maybe develop a different way to deal with it, right? And then if you're a writer, a blogger, you want to write posts, but you feel like maybe you get distracted easily, like I just did. Omnibit is a great tool. I use that whenever I'm writing a blog post. I block out everything. I put my headphones in. I've got my classical music playlist, and boom, it blacks out the whole screen, and all you see is what you're writing. So I'll do that and set a timer to just like brain dump if I'm doing a draft. That OmniBit is a great tool. Remember, key to developing and maintaining this healthier relationship with social media. Sorry, I live in the city, y'all, and they're always extra. Remember, extend yourself grace for doing the best that you can with what you know. Commit to growing and evolving what it means to make you happy, and you will flourish. Guarantee. Guarantee. All right, and that's all I have for y'all today. I wanted to keep it short and sweet. Opening up for a Q&A. Let me go ahead and stop sharing this. With all that said, when we understand, y'all, when we understand how to properly use social media to check our core values and not get caught up in the mainstream of consumerism that has literally is pushed on us every single day, we can maintain the creativity and the service that we're meant to give to the world. All right? Change your mindset, change your life. Honor the process, give your garden space to grow. Whew. Are y'all still with me? Are y'all still with me? Give me a yes in the chat if y'all still with me. Woo, woo. Hey, hey. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. And also, if you guys jumped in later on, don't worry. I'll send you the replay and along with the ebook download, okay? I'm super excited for y'all to get this. And when y'all get this download, y'all, like when y'all, please screenshot your favorite tip. It might have been one that you already knew. It might be something that you didn't know, but screenshot your favorite of the 30 ways, the actionable steps I give you in the ebook on social media, and just like tell me how you're planning on implementing this in the next 30 days or the next coming week, okay? Now, if you're looking to strengthen your intuition and discernment to make the right decisions for your life, and if you're looking to release the limiting beliefs that are holding you back, like you've got this project in your head, you've got all these ideas in your head, and you're just like, but they did it better, but I'm not her. They already did that, so why should I do that? And all of these things, right? Y'all be thinking that, like me, I'd be thinking like, okay, well, she already did it, so how could I do that? She's already coaching, so why should I coach? Is she gonna think that I'm copying her? But what would be wrong doing the same thing as your friend? You know what your friend doesn't have, or the other person doesn't have? They don't have your story. And they don't have like the twist that you're gonna put on it. And ask yourself, what would be wrong with having more people in the world who are helping people? Have you thought of that? Like, why would we not want to go at an accelerated rate to heal the world? So if you're looking to share some helpful information on your blog, if you're looking to share some helpful information or serve in your business, what would be wrong with having multiple businesses that serve the world on a greater scale? What would be wrong with that? You know what I mean? Like, it would be great if all my friends were confidence coaches, but it would kind of be counterproductive because, I mean, nothing would get done in the world. Because everybody would be like telling everybody what to do, but you get my point. Like, we can't discredit the mission that God has put on our heart just because somebody else is doing it. You can do it too. And you can do it better in numbers. See, we have this idea because society makes us feel like we have to compete, right? So using these tools with social media, we'll understand that, no, we're going to get our message from God, and we're going to focus our energy on learning and applying what we're learning to change our lives, and then share our story of how we changed our lives. It has been through coaching being on the receiving end of coaching to say, wow, this stuff works, right? And that's why I'm sharing it with the world. Why would I not? Like, why would I want to keep it for myself, you know? Now, so with all that said, if you're looking to truly release some of these limiting beliefs that are holding you back and you're ready, you're absolutely ready to accomplish